It's a Wednesday afternoon and Delta has been at work for half an hour. It's 11:30 a.m. She's a manager at a coffee shop called Salad. Her uniform requires tan shirts and brown or black pants. While making a medium strawberry smoothie and a small mocha latte, she notices a handsome man enter. He is 5'8" with a swimmer's build and medium brown skin. Wearing a blue dress shirt with sleeves rolled up and two buttons undone. He has casual fit jeans and shiny dress shoes. Clean shoes. He looks fresh, crisp. Delta looks at his bulge. In case you were wondering, she chose black pants today. They show off her curves, just enough to matter. The handsome man approaches the counter and orders a caramel frappe. He then scans Delta from top to bottom, taking in every detail he can see. She's fit and looks strong, with medium-length dark brown hair. As Delta is making his frappe, the man can't help but stare at Delta's ass. Damn, that thing looks good, and those thighs. Antonio? Delta calls out with his ready drink and a slight smirk. Delta? Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of someone having that name. Yeah, thank you. He leans in a little. As he leans in, they are finally staring into each other's eyes, debating on their next move. Delta realizes that his fine-ass man has heterochromia. He has one gray eye and one brown eye. Antonio is already feeling somewhat tempted by Delta's dark green-brown hazel eyes. She seems to know exactly what she's doing to him, with every subtle move, with that sexy voice of hers, and she has barely started to reel him in. Any chance you need a date soon? He asks quietly. Delta grabs a notepad and writes her name and number. Only if you do too. Time passes. It's now 6 p.m. and Delta is done with her shift. Antonio already texted her 2 hours ago. She's been distracted and trying not to show it, daydreaming and plotting on how she was going to make this man hers. I should really take this slow, but I want to snatch that boy up fast. The folks at Sia Latte are closing up the shop. It's finally time to say goodbye until their next shift together. Delta locks up behind them. I wonder how big it is, she thinks while remembering Antonio's bulge. Delta texts Antonio all night, tempted to invite him over. She asks him to send a contact photo. He does. Wow. It's a photo of Antonio in a tank top at the beach. He looks beautiful and a little wet. This makes Delta wet. She turns on her smashing playlist and pleasures herself. She almost tells Antonio to come over. So tempting. We're both adults, right? We can do what we want, but I don't want to crash and burn. I want something real, something that'll last. The next day, Delta is off of work and decides to ask Antonio when he's free and what he'd like to do. He mentioned that there's an art gallery he hasn't been to in a few years, and he knows that all of the works have been refreshed for the coming summer season. Delta agrees to be picked up at 4 p.m. She's off today, and her chores can wait until the weekend. Antonio has talked to the guys at the carpentry shop he works in, and everyone agrees that Antonio should leave early so he can get ready for his date and enjoy the rest of his day. Luckily, it's only 2 p.m. Antonio heads home and decides what to wear for the gallery. That includes cologne. Gotta brush these teeth, mouthwash, and have a quick meal. Tony eats some tilapia and a small salad with some water. Now that that's taken care of, it's time to clean up a little and get dressed. He decides to put on Bath & Body Works Bourbon Cologne. There's a new silver, silky, and shiny dress shirt that Tony has been waiting to wear. This is definitely the time to whip out this bad boy. Alright, dark denim pants, some black shoes, and a black blazer. Yep, 2 buttons undone. Yep. Tony starts getting dressed and looks in the mirror. Damn. He then decides to throw on a few rings, a digital watch, a chain, and a belt. This belt is black and leather with a fancy steel buckle. It has a wolf's head and a diamond. Tony texts Delta to let her know he's on his way. I can't imagine how good she's gonna look. She'll be right next to me and then in front of me, not at her job, but with me. I wonder how long it'll be before we kiss. That must be him. Delta looks out her window to see the sickest purple car she's ever seen in person. Tony steps out of the car and walks toward the door. Fuck. Holy shit. This man looks like a fresh bacon cheeseburger and some fries with a chocolate shake. Delta finally goes to the door and comes out, greeting Tony. He scans her from top to bottom. She's wearing a teal button-up with a black skirt and gold heels. There's gold dangle star earrings and a bracelet on her wrist. Her purse is black with white letters that say super. Wow. Tony smirks. I could devour her right now. All we'd have to do was go inside or the back seat. Ooh, I want to show her something serious. You look great, they both say at the same time and chuckle, smiling up a storm. Like, comment, etc., in order to get more. If you want that part too, let me know that you do. This was hard as hell to record, I'm not gonna lie.